Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I found myself outside this morning here with nature and looking at the blue sky, which is right behind and above me, and sitting out here in my garden and with the green, and my next door neighbor has flowers planted. Today is a day. Today is a day. I woke up this morning and I don't know, like low energy is happening again. I don't know, I feel quite overwhelmed lately with life in general, but never in the sense, oh, if it gets too windy, I'm really sorry, but I really want to sit outside here with you and just have a little intimate conversation. You know, we have days, and what I realize is that, especially by doing these talks every day, as much as I can, is that, you know, moods come and go and days come and go, and when I rise up in the morning, I can feel, I don't know, some low energy. My mind is like a monkey. I haven't been meditating lately. I've been smoking too much pot lately also too. I enjoy that, and I think, I don't know, sometimes I just want to escape from it all, kind of thing, but only temporarily. That I see, you know, sometimes things seem so final, and impermanence is a very good motivator, because whatever I'm feeling right now is impermanent and it's going to change. And one thing I do know for sure is that my feeling to express my love and unconditional love for everything, and that's also for myself, with every mood I'm in, everything I have, feeling, everything, love trumps it all. And if I'm feeling like a victim, or if I'm feeling like I'm not valid, or I'm feeling whatever these kind of labels and constructs that I come up with, is really a secret to letting it all pass. And what I realize is that as I'm intimately here with you, is that I allow everything to come and go, regardless of whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling envy, jealousy, anger, the low energy moods that are so vital to appreciation of another level, because the love and the energy and the sharing and the passion and compassion and all of those other, they seem to be, you know, polarized, opposite feelings of love, when you're feeling angry or feeling down or feeling just down, and you expect more from yourself, you know, and you want to be, I don't know, be able to handle it all. And I think, you know, that when I feel like this, I just give more love to myself, and more understanding. And I think that the victimhood that I'm feeling, or that I feel, is so temporary, because nothing is final, and it's just an illusion that I take responsibility for, and so I shine my light brighter. I have this insatiable need to shine my light, and to love constantly, and to love myself, and to love everything, actually to be a lover of everything that is happening. I may not like some things and be annoyed by many things, but I always find a way to be grateful for that, as well as grateful to just be here and that my heart beats by itself, because sometimes I feel lazy and I don't want to do that. And being lazy is so part of me. I mean, it may not seem like that, but it is there sometimes, and I appreciate that. and I don't judge it, and I like it. And I realize that the label itself is so strange, because lazy means something other than productive, and you only know productivity until you've been lazy. And so it's all part of this journey of our lives, and it's such a beautiful thing to recognize and to share with you here on my channel. I always find gratitude and grace. I guess I got that from my mama. I don't know. I miss you today. I miss my family today. I miss just... And you know what? It all blows over. And I've been smoking way too much pot lately, and I just want to say that out loud. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, and I like it very much. And it's so overrated that I'm a bad guy that I do it. There's a lot of people that use substances and things like that, but anyway, I'm just here to share that with you. And I do sometimes more than others, and I can beat myself up about that. But somewhere along the way, I learned to be a victim of some kind of circumstance. Now, I take responsibility by saying that out loud and not hiding anything of that, and not hiding myself. And it's nothing bad, and it's nothing good. It's just what it is. And so that's there. There's also a bee right behind me as well. How appropriate. The stings of life. You know, this is my story, and part of my story, and part of myself I share with you. And I have an insatiable desire to do that. And sometimes I want to, and sometimes I don't want to. And I like to just be brave, because I don't know what this kind of resistance in me sometimes to yeah. I don't even know. The resistance of what? The resistance of any kind of like feelings that you have. I don't do that anymore. I allow all these feelings, and the more I open, and actually the motivator of me sharing myself here with my channel or my Facebook page or whatever is just to share that somebody opens, and I'm opening, and like the more and more I open, the feelings of risk are felt and vulnerability is had, and there is an opportunity to realize that. However, sometimes my ego can say that I'm really quite famous, and whatever that means, I guess that used to be a motivator for me, but I realized that it kind of sucks, because the ego really loves to attach onto this so-called persona that people know me as. And you know, like with me sharing my intimate self with you, it's like my mind says, or the ego says, you shouldn't do this because they will judge you, and they will find out that you're not this perfect thing or whatever. All my words right now are just hot air, you know, they're just hot air that I release and let go, because I've come to the point in my life where I just don't really care about any kind of mental construct that arises in my mind, both of it being positive or negative. And sometimes I have these feelings, and I think sometimes, like when I smoke pot, I kind of numb that feeling. I stopped drinking alcohol. These are these are like coping mechanisms that happen. I guess in some ways they're also recreational and also fun. So it doesn't matter how you label it. It is what it is. And so it's just illusion the way you label it. By taking responsibility and speaking loud about that, I think in a way, you know, it's like sometimes we need to relax, and sometimes we need to escape from this mental play that is happening behind the ego and all of it. And you know, the ego can feel very inflated and also defeated, or defeated, I guess one can say, because, well, it certainly is my experience, and I read a lot of books that just point towards this. And this whole self-help thing that we go on, which is also called the spiritual journey, is that you arrive to a certain place and you realize that there isn't really anything you can do other than accepting all that is and going with the flow and not relying on circumstance to bring you happiness. And that's what is very constant with me. And regardless of my feelings, the feelings that arise and follow me, is that I do feel, you know, I just have feelings, but my feelings are a part of myself, my guidance system, and sometimes I'm overwhelmed by them. And I'd like to say that I'm not fully hijacked, because as the awareness, it is there. And part of growing is really allowing all of that, and allowing the fact that you're not better, or you're not superior, or that you're not valid, because just the beautiful existence that I'm here on this earth is all I need, and that's all you need. And we have everything that we need necessarily to exist here. And sometimes, and I think that what is the energy that is love. And love is grand, and it's really, really grand, and it's more than anything. And you know, sometimes I recognize that I have some kind of or need, or the ego wants to be attached to something, attached to a result, or attached to an experience or an event, and it wants to last forever, especially if it's positive and it's miraculous. And I have a lot of those experiences in my daily life, but I also have those down kind of feelings, which is so incredible, because you know, I was reading the other day, New Age Spirit, there's a bird that's arriving here. Hi buddy. And I just get to talk to the nature. Anyway, what am I saying? There is, I forgot what I said. That's okay. The spiritual journey that we're on, sometimes you know that, you know, we all have these dark sides to us, and these like incredible polarized feelings that we have, such as love and hate, and they're all polarized, because we learned everything like polarized, everything is polarized, you know, like yes and no, and up and down, and right and left, and pretty and ugly, and love and hate, and acceptance and non-acceptance, and God and atheist, religion, atheist, believer, non-believer. And you'll find everything under the sun. And especially, you know, what brings me to the internet, and brings me to this incredible thing, like is that I'm so grateful for internet, but just for the, you know, because it exposes or exploit. Nay, I don't like to use that word. It just it shows so much diversity, and so much diversity within human beings, but you know, like polarized things in us, and that everything is all good and all encompassing and all beautiful and all wonderful, if we see it like that, because there's all kinds of extremes and choices and preferences and private lives and dark and light and positive and judgment and non-judgment. All of this stuff is polarized, and the internet exposes all of that. And like, if you just you know, it's a great thing to realize that there are all kinds of people out there, and there's all kinds of people that are sharing things and not sharing things, and it's such a beautiful time. And yeah, I like to see that, and I'm so, like, I'm so attracted to the uncommon, and the lack of the amount of risk that people take in order to feel vulnerable. That's out there too, and I see that in a lot of my channels, and I see it in a lot of my YouTube subscriptions, and I watch that kind of thing, and it's very, especially the ones that are really authentic, and I don't know, like, I don't really appreciate, well, no, I appreciate it all, because it teaches me about the other, you know, everything. I appreciate everything in that way, and regardless if it's positive or negative, sometimes it feels good, sometimes it doesn't feel good to relate or not relate or whatever. That's also polarized, all that stuff like that. But all this mental stuff that rises and falls is part of our experience and our journey. And as the observer who watches all that, which is myself, I observe it all, and it's all allowed, and it's all beautiful, because without one, I don't know the other. But at the same time, there is no such thing as polarization, because one can't exist without the other. So, beautiful. Here we go. Beautiful music, sitting outside here, sharing with you my first day. I think it's, what was it? First day here in the garden in 2000, sitting outside in 2018 with you. April, my God, just coming. Next month I will be 52 years old, and I am so grateful for that. And yeah, I don't know. That's what I want to share with you today. I'm gonna get this uploaded and try to stay, I'm gonna like just be content and just allow whatever label arises in my head and go with the flow, and not realize that I'm not the label, and everything will pass. And I'm feeling even better now with sharing with you. And whenever you're feeling down, and you know, it feels like down, instead of like basically, you know, wallowing in your self-pity and feeling like, why me, why me? Well, it's just happening, and it's illusory. And you can sprinkle like love all over that, and love it, and allow it though, but love it and appreciate it. And she goes quicker and faster, and all of a sudden you are back in the moment of appreciation and gratitude. But that never really disappears. It's just another choice. It's right behind. It is the blue sky. You are the blue sky. You're not the clouds or not the story that is passing by you. You are valid, and you are beautiful, and you are unique, and you are, it's like the sun is the source, and you are the beams. You are the beams. Okay, I've been 20 minutes out here sitting outside in my beautiful garden. I'm gonna try to get to my day and continue to appreciate it all, and appreciate it all. I'm here with you and spreading love and sharing, and thank you for watching, and have a beautiful, 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 loving, all-accepting day. Thank you so much for watching me. Kiss. Wink, wink.